Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live, Crossfire, MIR, Arc, no rage zone. You know what? It might make you want to rage, but the problem is each of these teams have picked a zone, and you cannot benefit from any rage. You can't play any rage. You can't get Dragonstorm rage. You just can't be raged at all, and that will make you enraged. See the paradox there? All right, first of all, I want to say hello to everybody. Thank you guys for being here on a Monday night. We got Bones in the house. Good luck, Ark and Mir. We got Falar. Hello, 99 Kills. Great mod. Shammers, PDL, Trivia, Bundle, Box, Burn Coin. Got a lot of cool stuff in store for you guys. I see Legendary J-Law in the house. Look at Dr. We got everybody showing up tonight. We got Deadly Dimes. So thank you all for being here. Big collective hello to everybody supporting our players. You guys know we're halfway through November. We're winding down year number 4. I'm as excited about Play Dead Live now and what we're going to launch in January as I have been the last 4 years. The story will be more immersive. The prizes will be super cool. The portal is bigger and better than ever. So close. We're going to be doing some testing on that very soon. The inventory team's been working on that. So just thank you to all of you guys for everything that you've done. And if you guys will have me for a little while longer, I'll keep doing it. We'll keep building more games and truly continue to create something that has been very special, and I think will continue to be so as well. Let's take a quick look at one of the reasons why we do come here. We do keep score, even though it's really about having fun in the competition. But you can see we had some close matches last week, some really good games. We got Arc still holding the top spot, coming in at 14-8, playing MIR tonight. MIR 12-10, 2 games back, but they are battling tonight. Can MIR chop into that lead, or will Arc expand the lead? Teams really trying to get that first or second place. Obviously, first to be a little better, but first or second, you get that home field advantage in the tournament, which is not too far away. We got Vox at 11-12. Vox moving up to standings gradually. Look at Vox right there in striking distance. And also Sly lost a really, really heartbreaker. But one thing I'll tell you about Sly, man, they are streaky. Sly will get hot. They will put a run on you. They will get 5-6 wins in a row. We know how Sly does it. You guys can see the matches. Some of the feedback we got, asked some of the people this week type of games. Some people said, hey, we want to do some regular games, and we will. Coming up in December, we're going to have some regular games for you guys. No gimmicks, no special set of rules. We're going to have some of those mixed in. Red Wedding was very popular. We'll get back to some of our Red Wedding. But you guys know we continue to try to push the envelope. We want to get as many different variations as we can just to see how it plays out. It's always a challenge to be a little bit different. And you can see Wednesday night we got Sly traveling to Vox. That's a pretty important match. You can see 3rd and 4th battling at Vox. That is the same type of match as tonight. Then we got a makeup game on Monday. That is the Vox MIR. 1 for you, 3 for them that we had rescheduled a couple months ago. So we got that on Monday. Wednesday night, we got no game, but I did announce that we were doing our box event Wednesday, and people were super, super excited about it. They said, you know what? That's usually when I'm cooking. I'm getting ready for family to arrive the next day. Yeah, let's do it. So, some people, we are their extended family, so they really want to spend time with us on Wednesday and around the holidays. And because we're not streaming on the holidays, on Thanksgiving, we're going to do that box event Wednesday night before. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm expecting and hoping each one of you at least pop in and say hello. And if you stick around for a little bit, that'll be great because we will have some prizes and an awesome box event as well. All right, let's move it along, everybody. Take a quick look at the PCP points. Take a look at our leaders, and these things are so important for the Max Awards. Max Awards coming up in January. Going to be a lot of fun. It is date night, baby. You better believe it. Trigger in the house. Trigger's Army. It's date night. We've got Dow and Valar, number 1, number 2 with the gold bars. DZ, JJ, and Crimson. The Rover Award, those are the tires. Look at Assassin and Deadly Dimes. Submarine, JJ and Cat with the Wave Award so far. Tank, we got Justice. We got Craven Light with those cannonballs. The Gold Orb. Justice used to have that huge lead, but look now. We got B-Dub creeping up on him with 6, 9-6. Let's move it on and take a look at the Turret Award, the Ace Award. We got Animal with 16, Shaman with 14, Ruffled Feather, Ron, Pope, and Valar. Stealth Bomber, Ron and JJ. The Surrender Award, Ron with 5 surrenders, and Bones is like, I'm getting up on that. Bones got the surrender last week. That was really cool, unexpected. We got Watchtower. Look at that tie, Craven and JJ. Strawman, Crimson and Craven. Vehicle Theft, Ron, and we got Craven Light with bullseyes. Have you guys noticed, looks like Craven and Ron are just branching out, like getting their names in every category. Have you guys seen that like the last month? It's like, Ron's got one. All right, I'm going to get one. And Ron's like, okay, I'm not on this list. Let me get on this list. They are like trying to get on every list. Pretty cool. Hey, I love it. I love to see the competition. Ron, look at Ron. First place, 1, 2, 3, 4 categories on this page. Ron's in first place in. He is definitely staking his claim. You guys do know it is date night, and within date night it is Ron. What time is it, Ron? Tell him. It is roll time, baby. Sly and Vox, give me your number from 1 to 20. We like to give away these packs on your off night when you're not playing. Some nights you're not playing while the rest of the group is certainly out slaying. All right. Oh, look at those numbers. You know, I'm going to. What is up? What's up, Unforeseen? Wait. Huh? Second? Why I got to be second favorite? Hello, my second favorite family ever. Love y'all. Coming back for more crazy? No. How about favorite? I'm not leaving till I get a number 1. But good to see Unforeseen. There you go. Okay, my favorite. That's right. Favorite family. Well, because look, Amanda has Amanda's family, and Unforeseen has the Unforeseen family. That's why we're your favorite, because we're Unforeseen's favorite. See what I did there? Unforeseen? Exactly. All right, let's get this die roll in there. Number 7. Ocean Man, bringing it home, Ocean Man. Show them how it's done. Rocking that pack tonight. Save them up. Save them up, man. Packs turn into boxes. Awesome stuff. And hey, we are a little early tonight. We're about 5 minutes early. We got no bundle tonight. This would be the time we would transition. So I'm just going to make a couple announcements, and then we'll see who is here to kick off this match. So this coming up weekend, one second. Well, we're still working on that. All right. I don't have an announcement about this weekend yet because we got a couple things that potentially could be in the works. But I want to thank you guys just for an amazing job on the pet battles. You guys have fun with the pet battles? It was a blast, man. It went down to the wire. It was crazy ending. A lot of fun. Samurai won that championship. So we are looking like a Clash event this coming Saturday. So it's looking like a Clash event this Saturday. And then next week, again, we got a match on Monday, box event on Wednesday, our Black Friday event. Save your pennies. I'm just going to tell you guys, last year was one of the most fun, most successful events we've ever done. we did a live auction every hour. And we added some pets that were brand new. We added the ability to buy some old school stuff. We put some legendaries out there. So I'm going to tell you, look, some things are affordable. Some things are expensive. And we certainly have some people throwing down 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 bucks. Black Friday, a lot of people save up all year long to buy something for themselves on Black Friday. So it's going to be a very special event next Friday, and we will get into some bidding wars and some people spending some cash to get some very unique items for Black Friday. We're also going to offer something really cool. So let me just say, you might be a high roller and spend a lot. You might only have $20, $30. We're going to have something for everybody. So that $20, $25 that you might be putting to the side, save it, because we're going to offer something for you guys to get a chance to buy. All right? That's all I'm going to say. Okay. I'm about 3 minutes early, so let me do this. I'm going to say, do we have JJ, B-Dub, Kel, MPC, Jim, Dow, Julia, and Villar? If we get an early start, we'll get an early finish. I think tonight's going to be a lot of fun. It was already a little wacky back and forth earlier, so. All right. Let's see who all we got. Let me get your pre-match buffs. The starting 8. Give me your pre-match buffs right now, please. All right, we got Julia, Kel, Jim, Villar, MPC, Mr. Freeze. We'll get B-Dub, we'll get JJ, and then we will get down to some action. All right, there we go. We got all our starters in the house. I'm going to take you down to the Arc. Alps, it's cold there. It is cold. Here we go. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. In the DZ, we got Dow, a.k.a. Mr. Freeze. And then in the tank zone, we got, played by B-Dub, we got MPC, the MIR Problem Child, in the house. Problem Child's going to be followed by Gemstone in the bomber zone. Jim is the captain. She's also sieging tonight. Jim will be followed by B-Dub. B-Dub is the captain. She's in the rover zone. And B-Dub's going to be followed by the assassin Julia. Julia will be challenging tonight and will be in the rover zone. Julia's going to be followed by Kel. Kel will be sieging. And Caps Lock Kel will also be challenging tonight for Team MIR. Kel will be followed by Villar in the tank zone. They have chosen the tank. And Villar will be followed by JJ in the DZ. MIR has chosen the battleship. Arc has chosen to go first. And remember, timers cannot be challenged. I'm going to ask captains, have fun, play fast, and the faster you play, the more fun it will be. What are you talking about, Busy? Busy's like, Busy, you need to refresh. It's cold there. Exactly. It's Busy's fault, not my fault. All right, let's get the timer started right now. Dow already got his move in. There you go. Okay, you got it. He's playing Boss to Main Street in 1 with Cap in 3. Boss to Main, Max Seal to Julia, playing Absorption on himself. Going to go Denim to Temple Fire. Sudden Shock to the player in the rover zone. That would be B-Dub. B-Dub, he is going to shock you to get rid of your gear absorption. Let me know if it hits. Denim to the Temple Fire. And B-Dub cannot play Max Spark, Torment, or an H9. All right, B-Dub has lost her absorption. We're going to put out the Temple Fire. And by the way, I did not announce this, but this is a no rage zone, and both teams have chosen the Temple. See the two X's in the Temple. That means if you occupy the Temple, no rage. If they occupy that chamber of the Temple, no rage. If you occupy both chambers of the Temple, no rage. They've both been blocked out. So tonight, not only can you not occupy yours, but the other one is a double lockout. So anyone in the Temple, period, will not enrage, you or them. All right, there we go. Let's go from Dow over to B-Dub, 20-second, or MIR Problem Child, 20-second timer. All right, get that mass destruction in play. Boss to the side chest is good. Playing in 1, cap in 3. Going down to Fantasy Island is good. It is immediately passed over to Arc. Arc, here is your challenge. Got to be the first to 4 straw man. End a round on a blue block, and no smokes in round number 2. If you choose to carry it out, up to you. If not, somebody's going to win the mission, one way or the other. First to 4 straw man, end a round on a blue block, and no smokes in round 2. Jim, you got it? Give me a 999 if you got it. All right, here we go. Let's go over to the map, and we will go back to Gemstone in the bomber zone. Jim, you got 20-second timer starting now. Easily beats the timer. Jim's going to move all the way over to their bomber zone. Going to play Masara, Dark Boss to their chest, Enrage Elmo, Watchtower, MD2. All right, playing Dark Boss. And Dark Boss could be worth an extra 25. Playing it in 1 would cap in 3. We'll see if B-Dub's going to let that hit. And we'll roll. 1 to 7 would give them a hinder in whatever round. So we'll roll for the Masara. Sider, it is a 3. All right, Team MIR, in round number 3, you will each get a -1 hinder. Ouch. All right, Enrage Elmo. Let's give Arc 10 for the Elmo. And we're going to light up the first Watchtower. All right, movement's good. And let's give her Seal. There we go. We should have movement Seal. War Dragon, Dark Boss, Rage Potion, Elmo, Mass Destruction, all done within the timer. All good. Let's go over to B-Dub from the Rover Zone. B-Dub, 20-second timer to you. Easily beats the timer. Gonna play Mythic Kang on her own boss. Could be worth 63. Hop into Rover, move to the Temple Steps. Gonna go Vile to Julia. All right, Vile Smoke will break her Gear Absorption, but she keeps her seal. Mythic Kang, Rover, Temple Steps, Vile hits the Absorption, Cadet to the Flame, Mass Destruction is up to 4. So we'll put out that flame as well. And let's go over. To Julia, 20-second timer. All right, Julia jumping into Rover, and both B-Dub and Julia with the tire for their PCP points. That was 25 apiece. Move to the Temple Steps, Max Seal over to Dow with Gritty. H9 Top Hat to the wall with Mass Destruction. See if it hits. Gold Blue from B-Dub. All right, Gold Blue. And Gold Blue, Julia, is going to break your seal. She's going to use her Absorption ability. It does not break her seal. We'll leave it. Play an Absorption. All right, Mass Destructions are even. Top Hat is stopped. Let's go over to Kel. Kel, 20 seconds for you. We got Kel, Villar, and JJ. Timer's up. Nerf timer started. Challenge denied. NPC was designated as the tank zone. All right. Going to move to their rover zone. Mythic Tauren to Strawman. Absorption. And Inferno to Strawman with Mass Destruction. All right, movement is good. Torrent is going to light a Strawman. Inferno, going to light a second Strawman. And the second Strawman is going to break her gear absorption. So she will keep this one. Movement's good. Pet's good. Potion's good. Strawman's good. Let's go from Kel over to Valar. 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Valar is going to jump into tank. Going to move to the temple steps. She's third in line. Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. Flourish Wand is good. Takes green wands out of play, and we'll drop right there. Somebody from Arc wants to run through it. Playing a Seal. S6 Snowstorm to the wall with Mass Destruction. B-Dub. Let's give Valar a Cannonball. Tank's good. Step's good. Mythic Kang's good. Wand is good. Smoke is good. Potion, Grenade, and Ability. We'll see if the Snowstorm hits. Does hit. All right, Snowstorm. S6 with Mass Destruction. Not much, but enough. Black block and a green block. I'm going to roll a 10-sider. See how that Snowstorm goes into play for Valar. Number 5, freezing block number 5 on the MIR side. Whereas Jimmy Eat World would say, stuck in the middle. All right, and last and definitely not least, JJ, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Nerf timer was activated. All right, beats the Nerf timer. Blaze to Strawman, Absorption, Inferno to Strawman. Jim, you got Blaze to light it, Inferno to hit it. It hits. All right, we're going to light number 3, and we're going to light number 4. And that will break her absorption because she doesn't have the ability. All right, at the end of the round, MIR, 25 in Strawman, Arc 0. Halo for JJ. Halo for Dow. DZ, 25-25. B-Dub rotating into Temple. Julia and Gritty rotating into Temple. Blessing for each. Gemstone is going to dim their Dragonstone up in the Bomber Zone. All right, should be good to go. 20-second timer to Dow from the DZ. Yep. All right, super quick. Thank you, Dow. Mythic Kang to his boss, Navy to Strawman. And a Mind Trip smoke to JJ saying you're not going to torment. All right, Dow getting that Mythic Kang out early. All right, JJ, mark Mind Trip smoke off your list of things that you can do today. Actually, mark Mind Trip off your list of things you can do this turn. So you can't play Mind Trip this turn, or you can't play Torment this turn, but you can play it later in the game, okay? So you just can't torment anybody this round. Let's put out a Strawman. Kang, Boss, Mass Destruction, Mind Trip, preventing JJ from tormenting in round 2. All right, all good. Let's go to Problem Child from the Fantasy Island Zone. 20 seconds. And MIR has already gotten the mission. All right. 1, they got to 4 Strawman. Number 2, Arc already played a smoke. So mission bonus does go to MIR. That's a 50-point bonus. And that will unlock the Stealth Bomber for them in round 7. All right, go move to the Temple Steps. You are currently behind Valar in priority. Put you over there. Mythic Kang to the boss with a seal. Problem Child, Mythic Kang could be worth 63. And that is correct. Bonnie, she's already played Mass Destruction. So you have Mind Flayed. So if you'd like to pick another ability to take away from a person. Temple Steps, Kang, Boss, Seal, Snowstorm Loaded, and a Mythic Blue from Dow. All right. And B-Dub, you are going to take 30 points of damage because your seal is not kicked in yet from the Mythic Blue. Does it hit? Going to use Absorption, so she's only going to take 10 with a Problem Child. So taking Problem Child down to 90. Movement Kang, Seal will kick in. Snowstorm is shut down after Problem Child from the other Bomber Zone. Gemstone, you're up. 20-second timer. We got Jim, Bonnie, Julia, Kel, Villar, and JJ. Easily beats the timer. Thank you for that. She's going to move to their O-Zone. Will be a movement penalty because of the distance. She's got to go all the way down to the DZ and climb back up. Depends on what move she makes. Mythic Kang to her boss. Mythic Kang is good. Worth 63. And she did not use any legendaries, so movement penalty does not matter. It was a minor movement penalty. So B-Dub, we got Dragon Smoke and a Navy to the Straw Man. And JJ, thank you. Super quick on that render. She was expecting it. She had it ready to go. Does hit. All right. This Dragon Stone is, you know what? What are you talking about, Kel? Temple Steps, Mythic Kang, Seal, Snowstorm, Mind Flay. Can you tell me what it is? I mean, come on. I see what I see. I just read it to you. What's the second line? MPC did not play absorption. MPC played an absorption ability to keep from getting hit for 70 and only got hit for 10. No, I don't have any of that. Obviously, JJ doesn't even have it either, if that's... Nope. All right, I just got it from somebody else. So on my screen, it says B-Dub, exactly what I read. Then Julia challenged. Then Jim wait. And after Jim said wait, Jim mythic Dow. So, yeah. And the one that Tammy sent me does have Morb to Sniper, Steel Colossal Faust. All right. Julia, Jim, do you guys see that? Morb to Sniper, Steel Colossal Faust. All right. So apparently it probably only showed up on half the people's. So no. All right. So there's a part 2 to that move that's only there for about half the people that are logged in. So Bonnie played, moved to Temple. We did all of that. And then below that, she played as a second line. Now, on the screenshot, Jim, here's my question. Jim, do you see the Morb 2 Sniper? Yes or no? Jim? Okay. Jim, send me a screenshot of your screen. It's not that I don't believe you, but I have to confirm it. Because if so, Jim said wait. And if Jim said wait before Bonnie typed the second line, which she did, then that move's not relevant anyway. Because on Jim's screen, it would have said Bonnie made a move. Then Jim said wait, she's the captain, which means no more moves can be locked in as a second line. Kel, is that what you have on your screen? The second line, you see Jim says wait? Right, you see that, correct? Okay. So when someone says wait, you might be new to challenging, but that means that the captain locks in that move. So regardless of the circumstance, if that captain jumps in and says wait, that move is stopped. All right, so anyway, here's where we are. The Morb has not been played yet. And the Colossal Faust has not been stolen. Well, I can't move on until everybody understands where we're at, Bonnie. It's not semantics, it's process. Especially when only half the people that can see it. All right, yeah, Jim, I got you. That's correct, Kel. Sometimes you do have to break up the moves. I get that. But when you do, that's the problem with the captain from the other team typing, wait, we don't know that. We can't tell whether it's a YouTube issue or somebody playing a second line. That's why we established the rule. There's no way to discern which way or the other. And when they lock it in, we have to lock it in. All right, so I need to get us back to where we were prior to the challenge and what we saw and what we didn't see. All right. And we were at Jim's turn. That's what's going to be more complicated. So we're like a turn ahead. Okay, Jim played a Dragon Smoke. Now, Jim, they don't have a Dragon Stone that is dimmed. You dimmed their Dragon Stone. So your Dragon Smoke fizzles. You lose your Dragon Smoke. They didn't go to any of your zones that had a Dragon Stone. So, same type of thing. When Bonnie says hits, it's locked in. Navy to Strawman. Going to put out Strawman number 3. And the renders already happened. Movement, Kang, Navy's good, Dragon Smoke fizzles, render to JJ. And we go from Jim over to B-Dub, 20-second timer. All right, Bonnie refreshing YouTube. All right, Gold Gideon. What's up, Deacon? Gold Gideon is going to be a minus 24. Dragon Smoke to the Bomber Zone. That's the one we wanted to see. B-Dub going to relight it. Going to move to the DZ in her rover. Order would now be Valar, then Problem Child. They're both still on the steps. F5 Trixies and Main Street Kangs. Render to Julia, Cinder, and Cinco. Jim says wait. Red Tanner and a Gold Tanner. So they're going to double Tanner these. A B-Dub, that is going to be a 10 and a 20. So that would hit you for 30%. And your gear absorption has faded. It's round 2. She's going to use absorption, so the 10 is going to hit her. So that's going to take her down to 90. 20 is absorbed, the 10. Trixies are stopped. Everything else is good. All right, let's go over to Julia from inside the temple. 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Going to go Sleet Wand. Sleet Wand's going to freeze block number 1. JJ going to have to bring her Kang out. Julia going to play Colossal Kang to Main Street Boss. Colossal Kang could be worth 73. Pet Repel. S6 Elmo to the wall with Render. Render's already happened. S6 Elmo, Mass Destruction. Green block, blue block. Sleet, Colossal. Pet Repel. Move to the Rover Zone. Put it right there beside Kel. Does hit. And we go to the Rover Zone, over to Kel in the same Rover Zone. 20 seconds. Timer's up. Beats the Nerf timer. Gonna move to their DZ. All right, Kel right over here in the mix. going to play Kruger. Kruger is going to put out a Watchtower. So that first Watchtower is extinguished. Fear Smoke Dow. F5 Trixie to 2 of their Main Street Kangs. And going to get rid of Valar's Render. So you have no ability to render Valar. Fear Smoke, I will move Dow out of the DZ. Move him to the no zone for now. All right, gold blue from Julia. So Jim, you're just going to save the highest, I'm assuming, and let the other one die? All right, so we'll kill Dow's Kang. It's a 63. They'll use a gold blue, so there's a 73 and a 63 still out there. Movement's good. Kruger Pet put out the Watchtower. Fear Smoke to Dow is good. Trixie's kill 1, and Valar cannot use Render. And let's go to Valar. 20 seconds. Beat the timer. Dune to Strawman. Robe of Render. Kill. 4 pets. Sacrifice them. Not sure if you sacrificed anything yet. If you have not, you can put the 2 that you want to keep. Dune to Strawman will put out Strawman number 2. M7 Elmo loaded to the wall, and Hinder B-Dub. Kel, I don't think you've been rendered yet. So if you've not, you can just put the 2 that you want to keep. And you put them in parentheses so people know that you still have those. M7 Elmo. 10 points. And it does hit, so we're going to go blue block, and 10% of a red block, 90 red remaining. All right. So she sacrificed her other 4. Arc. She's keeping the Gideon and keeping her Kang. All right. Dune's good. Robe of Render gets rid of 4. Pet Repel, Elmo, and then a Hinder to B-Dub. And last of round number 2, JJ from the DZ. 20-second timer. And again, nobody is in the temple. 20 seconds. All right, beats the timer. Curtis to the wall, dropping a seal. S6 Trixies to the Kangs on Main Street, and mass destruction too. I love the persistence. Both going after their mission. Yes, you have absorption. Jim, what's the call? Got to have a move, ladies. All right. Dow going to prevent one. Gold blue from Jim. That'll break JJ's absorption. And they keep both the Kangs alive. All right, determination on both sides. Captains, give me your round 3 subs, please. Try to make up some time. At the end of the round, Villar's going to rotate in. Remember, no rage from the temple for either Problem Child or Villar. Doesn't matter if you're in a tank, you got Dragon Storm, whatever. JJ getting a halo. Kel getting a halo. JJ losing her seal smoke because of elevation. Blessing for Villar. Blessing for Problem Child. MIR 5, Arc 0 for the Strawmen. DZ is going to be 75-0. MIR. Also going to cause an avalanche. Remember, Julia's in the rover zone. I'll get to the avalanche in a second. We're going to dim this Dragonstone by Kel. Ozone, Jim would lose her seal from the ozone. Give B-Dub a halo. May or may not matter, but they already got the points. So make sure she gets the halo as well. All right, now, what does matter is the avalanche. Villar, losing or seal? Pope coming in for Dow. So Dow, we don't have to worry about the Avalanche because he's going to lose his buffs anyway. All right, so Fly Rod's going to come in for MPC. So MPC will rotate into the temple, get credit for the temple, and then immediately be subbed out. And MPC was in the tank zone. Fly Rod goes into the tank zone. And we got Pope in for Dow. All right, Dim Dragonstone. Kel keeps her absorption. The lineup should be as follows. Pope, Fly, Jim, B-Dub, Julia, Kel, Villar, JJ. All right. We should be good to go. Curtis did break the seal on the wall. Curtis did hit. The other things were prevented. All right. At the start of round number 3, Dow's boss is going to cap. It was a lot of work to get these Kangs in play. Arc able to get 73 and a 63. And cap Main Street. It's going to be 1 flag to 0. And it is 136 points in Kangs. All right, we go over to Pope. 20 seconds to Pope. Timer's up. Nerf timer in play. Did not beat the regular timer. Man, 5G, baby. You guys need to get some 5G. All right, post it. Piece it. I don't know what ERRP is. Can you post it? I mean, you have access to this account. Can you just cut and paste it so we can see it? Or retype it? All right, boss to Main Street. Playing Cyborg Pock to Jim. Seal. Navy to the Flames and Render to Kel. All right, so Boss to Main Street. In 3 would cap in 5. Cyborg Tupac's going to let Jim play a second Boss. And B-Dub. Navy to the Flames is at, there's only one Flame. So can you clarify which Flames we're going for here? To the Strawman. All right, Boss, Tupac, Seal, Strawman. And it hits. All right, all Strawmen are out. 0-0. And I know some of these questions I ask you guys might seem redundant, but I have to try to get as close to exactness as we can, so I'm not leaning one way or the other. Because if there would have been Temple Flames up, then there lies the problem. Okay? All right, let's go over to Fly Rod. So Fly Rod, 1 second before your move. You guys are going to cap 126 points in Kangs. And you're going to get a flag. And now we're going to get you a 20-second timer. 1 flag to 1. Kangs are close. Beats the timer. All right, he's going to jump into Battleship. Cannonball for Fly Rod. Both will have the sentry guns unlocked. Also, keep in mind, all of MIR has a -1 hinder this round. Because of Masara, B-Dub, you got -2 because you got Masara and also you were hindered. He's going to go to the temple. All right, so this is a drive-by. First time we've ever really had a drive-by. So he is in the tank zone. He's going into and y'all are pushing the limits tonight for sure. All right, so I'm going to clarify. After tonight, this move is not going to work. I'm going to explain to you why. You probably can figure it out. When you're in a battleship, you are making a move from land to sea, okay? You're occupying it, and then you're moving to a zone. You can then leave the battleship and then go to a land zone. So what he's doing is basically jumping into the battleship, grabbing a cannonball, and then getting out. So after tonight, we're not going to do that. So he gets the battleship and then gets rid of the battleship immediately to occupy the temple. Going to play Dragon Smoke for the ozone. Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall with mass destruction. All right, and again, He couldn't enrage anyway because he's in the temple. So the Wedding Crasher is going to hit with mass destruction, but no juice on it. So that's going to be the equivalent. 10 mass destruction. Pushing that Wedding Crasher up to a higher tier, but no rage. And he can't get any rage on it. It's not a specialty grenade, so it doesn't matter as much. But he still didn't take down the full black block. 85% of a black block. 15 black remaining. And again, there's no specialty on it, so you still deal the damage. Stronger grenade, but no juice on it. Did beat the timer. All right, we go from Fly Rod. Gemstone at the start of your turn. You're going to cap a Kang. We're also going to give you a second flag. Two flags to one, and then we'll start the timer for you, 20-second timer. Tammy, make sure we don't miss a flag tonight, okay? Timer's up. Nerf timer in play. Did not beat the Nerf timer. Won't matter. There was no juice on it, or nothing that was calculating damage, I should say. She's moving to their defender zone. Easy run. Seal and Thrill. Boss to their chest. She played Dark Boss early. She's playing her boss because of the Cyborg. Played in 3 with cap in 5. Yeah, just refresh at the end of this move. Flame, grenade to the straw man. So movement, seal and thrill, boss. Gonna light straw man number 1, which she does. Gonna take the smoke inhalation, so it's gonna be 10 points of damage coming back at her, which is gonna be 90. And we go from Jim. Make sure we got no bosses out there. B-Dub from the Rover from the Bomber Zone. 20 seconds. Timer's up. I'm going to ask everybody to refresh YouTube. I can tell you we've got 0 drop frames and are running 30 FPS like flawless. So there's definitely no connection on my end. So if you are lagging or experiencing anything, it has to do with YouTube. I'm just going to tell you to refresh or log out and log back in. B-Dub, moving to the Rover Zone. Summon mags. Heal and seal. F6 Goliath loaded to the wall. All right, B-Dub with a -2 hinder. So it's going to make it F4 Goliath loaded with mass destruction 10. %15 of a black block. Green block, green block. And that's it. Rover zone, mags, heal and seal. F6 Goliath loaded. Fly Rod has a boss out in 3 that would cap in 5, correct? And let's go over to Julia from your Rover zone, Julia. Beats the timer. Mythic Vessel. Move to the DZ. She moves through the DZ. She's grabbing an absorption. Vessel's going to replace the pet you already have out. Giddy is gone. She is in the Rover. M7. Zulu. Double damage from the Rover, B-Dub. M7. 8. 9. Going to revolt B-Dub, which means she can't use the highest potion in the game, and they did take away her H9. So B-Dub, no T10, no H9, as long as you have revolt. And that's a big Elmo. Hits or wait. Gold blue from Kel. Each team has used 2 gold blues, 1 remaining. The gold from the gold blue is going to get rid of her absorption she just picked up from Valar. Everything else goes through. All right, let's go to Kel from the DZ, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Going to move to their tank zone. Bang to their wall, seal and thrill. S8 Mighty Mike loaded to their wall and going to use the Storm ability Add additional rage to it. It's going to make it a H9, and it can't be stopped. All right, Bane for the rebuild. That's 90% of a block. Bane is going to rebuild the block. And it's going to be H9. But they do have a point of hinder this round. So S8 with the thrill makes it a 9. Drop it down to an 8. Put the storm on there. It's back to a 9. And it is a Mighty Mike. Mighty Mike with good juice on it. It's a good rebuild. We're going to add blue block back. And 20% of a blue block. So we got 20 blue. They were down in the red. Now they got half a wall up on the board. Movement Bane. Seal and Thrill. Undetectable attack hits. Let's go over to Valar. 20 seconds, Valar. Valar in the temple. Vines to fly, Scold to fly. Absorption. Monster to the wall loaded and Revolt Kel. So Kel has no ability to play a T10. She could not have played a T10 anyway, because she played DS8, but no T10. All right, Vines to fly. He does have gear absorption, so it's going to take his gear absorption out of play. He no longer has gear absorption. Scold does hit him. It's a gold Scold. Let's give Valar an absorption. And let's light Watchtower #1 again. Remember, they put it out earlier. So 1 Watchtower lit up. Take Fly Rod down to 90. So we're going to take Fly Rod down to 87 with the gold Scold. Upgraded pet. Monster loaded. It's going to get the mass destruction. But as we said, there's no juice on it. Taking the 20% down and taking 45% of the blue wall. I got 55 blue remaining. All right, 4 red and 55 blue on one side. Up on the MIR side, 3 full blue. One of the blocks is frozen. Final move of round 3. Let's go to JJ. 20 seconds, JJ. All right, JJ with the wave. Let's give JJ a wave award. Beats the timer easily. That is going to push Valar out of the temple, out of the tank. And that's going to be the end of the round. The end of the round, Fly Rod with a blessing. DZ is going to be 25 for Arc, 0 for MIR. They have their own, and they neutralize the other one. JJ with a halo. Jim with a halo. Julia with a halo. Pope with a halo. And Strawman, we got 5 for Arc, 0 for MIR. Round number 4, we're going to start out with the Pope. From the DZ, 20-second timer to the Pope. Beats the timer. Mythic Kang to the boss. Could be worth 63. All right, Glacier to freeze the wall for double damage using a legendary as a DI. Going to leave the DZ, come down to the no zone. Wall is frozen. H10, Monster Super Thrill. 10, 13. Going to revolt Kel. Kel, you cannot play T10 or S9. B-Dub says wait. Pope going with a huge, huge grenade shot. All right, they're going to Judas that back. Gemstone. You got a Monster Super Thrill. Jim says wait. Jim's going to Judas it back to whence it came. B-Dub, you got a monster. H10, T10. 13, still frozen wall. Gold blue from Flyrod. All right, they're going to shut it down right there. Final blue of the game for MIR. The gold is going to go to Pope. It's going to break his seal. The wall is going to thaw. No longer frozen. Everything else resolves. That was fun. All right, let's go to Flyrod. From the temple, 20-second timer fly. Pope playing absorption. We'll give him a seal back. Note, the Pope is still sealed. Easily beats the timer. Going to go heal and seal. Mythic Kang to his boss is good. Possible 63. Goliath loaded. No juice on it. It is upgraded. B-Dub adding Intalio to it. She knew she needed that boost. The Intalio boost is going to take down the blue block. Would not have otherwise. That was Very perceptive of B-Dub to notice that and get that extra juice on there. All right, but it does stop cold at the frozen block for the snowstorm. So gets that snowstorm, stops. Otherwise, it would not have even gotten there. All right, Heal and Seal is good. Mythic Kang. And the reason she can do this, once the grenade is thrown, okay, you're not enraging Fly Rod. That damage is hitting the wall. It's going to be resolved. So she can play Intaglio to add it because he's not being enraged. No effect on him. It's after resolution. If that was a Rampage or something like that, it could not have affected Fly Rod. So that worked. All right, going to go from Fly Rod over to Gemstone from the DZ. 20 seconds. Timer's up. Gonna move to their tank zone. Not far to move. Mythic Gideon, give MIR minus 28. Gonna hinder B-Dub. B-Dub temporarily at a -3. After this round, it'll drop down to a -2. She got the Masara hinder, and then now 2 points of hinder. Flame Grenade to Strawman. See if it hits. Does hit. Second Strawman lit up by Arc. And it will break Gemstone's seal. All right, let's go over to B-Dub and Mags. All right. Mags are going to be 2 blocks. So first thing's going to happen, Mags is going to break the ice block. Mags goes away. Well, it doesn't go away. Mag breaks the ice block, then Mag steals a block, then Mag goes away. One counts as a block because it's frozen. One counts as a block that's not frozen. So take away that blue block. Walls are about even. Now we're going to start B-Dub's timer with a 20-second timer. All right, Cyrus, going to take down 3 blocks. Been a little while since we've seen Cyrus. Blue block, red block, red block. Going to play Sirs. To get rid of any negative debuff she's got. Going to get rid of the hinders and going to get rid of the revolts. B-Dub is at full capacity. She still cannot play the H9 because she doesn't have it. That was a legendary steal. That was not a condition. But the M7 monster is prevented by Pope. All right. So Sirs gets rid of the Revolt and the Hinders. Grenade is stopped, and she does get a Pet Repel. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Juliet. Hendricks had a concert. I got you. That was almost as good as a dad joke, JJ. You're getting better. Jules, 20 seconds from the DZ. Move to the tank zone. All right. Using the Corona wand. Don't get a lot of times to use this, but it is pretty cool when you do get a chance to use it. If 2 straw men are lit, you can use that to automatically light straw man number 3. It is a red wand, so they are going to reset. And looks like B-Dub after that, going to play an Absorption. Gold Blaze. And an Inferno. And going to hinder Kill. Gold Blaze going to light straw man number 4 after the wand. The Inferno is going to light straw man number 5. It's going to break the Absorption she just played. Now we flipped the straw man game. Interesting game tonight. Movement's good. Wand is good. Julia lighting up 3 with a wand, a blaze, and a grenade. Absorption's good, and hinder is good. Let's kick it over to Kel, who is recently hindered. 20 seconds. Got Kel, Villar, and JJ. Beats the timer. Kel's going to move to their bomber zone. Scold to Jim. Pet Repel. Elmo to Watchtower, and hinder Jim. Scold going to take Jim down 80. Going to give Kel another Absorption. Pet Repel. Light a watchtower with the scold. I did get your absorption, and you lost it with the straw man as soon as you got it. Elmo to the watchtower. Points for Elmo. Light the watchtower. All good. And Jim got the hinder as well. Villar, final move for Team Arc in the first half, 20 seconds. From the no zone. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Going to go Mythic Gideon, minus 28 for MIR. Max Seal to Jim. Flame Grenade to Strawman. Gonna like Strawman number 6, B-Dub. Fly Rod's going to prevent it. No 6 award for Villar. Prevention coming into play. All right, let's go over to JJ. Final move of the first half. Beats the timer. Talon B-Dub to the bomber zone. Denim to a straw man. Jim, does it hit? Trying to put out straw man number 5. Hits or no? Does hit. Let's put it out. So we'll end with 4 straw men. That's the end of the first half. Captains, give me your second half subs, please. We got Kel dimming another Dragonstone. Fly Rod. Getting a blessing. Strawman, I got 25 arc. 0 MIR. DZ. going to say JJ. 25 for MIR, 0 for Arc. JJ getting a halo. Samurai coming in for the Ozone. Sentry guns are lit up for both teams. Kale back to the tank zone. We get Shaman in the Ozone. And we get Busy Bee in the house. Busy for Pope, Sheila in. Lineup should be something like this. Busy, Fly, Jim, B-Dub, Julia, Kel, Valar, JJ, Sheila, and Samurai. All right, so before Busy before your turn, I am going to cap Pope's Boss. It's going to be flag number 3. Plus a 63-point Kang. And good luck in the second half, everybody. Here goes the timer. 20 seconds starting now, Busy. Beats the timer. Busy going boss to main. 5, we'll cap in 7. Turn into a ninja, gonna play Dragon Smoke. We'll put out one of the 2 that are lit up. That'll protect the DZ zone. Mass Destruction. Up to 10. Absorption Potion. And B-Dub going Inferno to Strawman. How do you feel about it? Boss, Ninja, Smoke, Grenade. Does hit. Let's light up Strawman number 5. Busy has gear absorption. So she'll lose her gear absorption, but she'll keep her potion. All right, before we get to Fly Rod, we're going to cap his boss, and we're going to cap a 63-point Kang. Flags are now 3-2. And Fly, we'll take it over to you, and we'll give you... Well, you already did it. You're good. You're fine. Fly Rod, going to the temple. Skull to Sheila, Dust to Sheila, and Hinder to Busy. Get busy at -1. A little dust smoke on the shaman. Scold to the shaman. It's going to hit her, take her down to 90. You get fly rod and absorption back. And going to light up watchtower number 3. 3 watchtowers to 1. Movement, pet, dust, ability, all good. Let's go to Gemstone from the bomber zone, 20 seconds. You can play it. Xysis, Julia playing Xysis as a DI. That's fine. Did not make the timer, though. But did make the nerf timer. All right, going to reset the wands. All right, going to play Mind Trip Smoke on Fly. So Fly cannot play Torment Smoke his next turn. Jim's going to move to their rover zone over by B-Dub. Play Strawman, Flame Grenade, and Torch Wand. Vex. All right, Xysis is going to reset it. Now, I got to ask you a dumb question, Jim. Would you like to double the Strawman points this round or have 0 Strawman points this round? Fire Wands will go out of play, come back into play because of Xysis. All right, so Jim's going to move, Mind Trip, play a Blaze, Flame Grenade, obviously double the Strawman points. And because her attack was not stopped, okay? With Vex, if your attack is stopped by a player prevention, she would add Vex to her next attack. But what they're doing is they're stopping the pet attack of Blaze, so we don't like Strawman number 6. And then they're going to Judas the Inferno Grenade back to the wall. Or the Flame Grenade. And Arc obviously using a relatively small grenade. Jim, does the Flame Grenade hit the wall? All right, and Flame Grenade is like in Trixie range, so this is not going to do much. But it does prevent the Strawman from being hit. Movement's good. Fly Rod can't play Torment. Blaze will not like number 6. Flame Grenade is going to get redirected. And Torch Wand, whatever points they get from the Strawman this round will be double. So let's move that over. That flame grenade, even with mass destruction, is going to give MIR %, of a red block. I got 1.9 red remaining. All right. And Jim's boss did cap that round. So bosses are now 4-2. That's why she was able to play the Blaze, because her boss was off the board. So we just have one boss in play currently for both teams. All right, we got B-Dub in the rover zone. B-Dub, 20-second timer. All right. Beats the timer. Going to go Dark Boss to the side chest. B-Dub playing Dark Boss in 5, cap in 7. Possible 25. Going to turn into a Priestess. Add that prevention. She's going to move down to the tank zone. Going to put some dust smoke over on Busy. Navy to Strawman. And Jim will not be playing Torment next round. Oh, she can't do it. All right, no Mind Trip. Because the dust smoke was played. Navy to Strawman. Jim hits her weight. And again, you guys can respond to the text. So as soon as you see the text, you don't have to wait for me to read it. All right, Priestess, movement, Dark Boss, Dust Smoke played first. No Mind Trip. Busy's going to prevent the Navy grenade. All right, so we're not putting out Strawman number 5. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Julia, 20-second timer. All right, Cube of Clarity. Her attacks cannot be prevented by player preventions. Her attacks. She's going to move to the bomber zone. Dragon Smoke. Gonna play Boss. Julia playing Boss in 5 with Cap in 7. Clarity can't be stopped, so we'll get Elmo. F5 Elmo with Mass Destruction. F5 Red Eye. Getting the walls a little closer. Taking down the 55 blue. Taking down red and taking down 10% of a red. I got us at 90 red. Seems like we were here before. 2.9 on one side. 1.9 on the other side. Walls are close. Let's go over to Kel. 20 seconds. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Kel going to Kamuri to their O-zone. Mind Trip Valar, no Torment. Next round, Navy to Strawman. Shatter a block, Moxie to a Strawman. Shatter, take that red block down to 65 red. Jim, you got Moxie and you got Navy. Putting out 2 more Strawmen. Now down to 3. All right, let's go over to Valar in the tank zone. 20 seconds, Valar. We got Valar, JJ, Shaman, and Samurai. Beats the timer. Move to the temple. Thraxus. Could give her a +3 in Dragon Storm. Dweezy Steak? What is a Dweezy Steak? All right, Steel Bonnie's Torment. All right. Bonnie, didn't they take your Torment away in round 1? Pretty sure Dow took it away already. All right, so you need to take another smoke from her. Move to the temple. Thraxus could possibly give you an enrage. Dweezy to steal a smoke from Bonnie. Mind Trip to Kel. And Goliath. So pick another smoke for Dweezy to steal. And B-Dub, let me know if the Goliath hits. All right, no dust smoke for B-Dub. Goliath with the mass destruction. Finishing off the rest of the red block. We got 2 full red. For Arc, we got 1.65 for MIR. Let's go from Villar over to JJ. 20 seconds, JJ. Beats the timer. Moxie, going to torment. Remember, they used Mind Trip on her in round 1 or 2. So that was a temporary effect, so she can use it now. Going to put Torment Smoke on Busy. Busy with the dust and the torment. And going to go Moxie and Denim Jim. Going to Eclipse Busy. All right, Busy disappears. Dust Smoke disappears. Torment Smoke disappears. Does not have a target. Moxie and Torment. Going to take out Strawman number 3. Going to take out Strawman number 2. 1 Strawman lit. All right, 2 more moves. Let's go to the Shaman. Sheila, 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Blaze, Banish, Torment, Absorption, Inferno, Mass Destruction. B-Dub hits her weight. Does hit. All right, Blaze to Strawman. I like Strawman number 2. Banish 1 to Busy. Nirvana 1. Busy can't be launched or removed. Going to put Torment on Fly Rod. Can't Torment from the temple anyway, but he possibly could have moved out. Absorption Potion. Inferno to Strawman. Strawman number 3. Going to break the absorption potion. And mass destruction. And no movement. Did beat the timer. Let's go to Samurai, 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Going to play Thraxus on B-Dub. B-Dub has a -2 hinder. Thraxus could give her a +3. She's going to get into the turret. Nice move in the O-zone. Scold to Shaman, Torment to Jim. M7 Lithium loaded. To the wall with Storm. All right, start with the Scold. Scold's going to hit Shaman's, going to take her down to 90. Going to take her down to 80, sorry. Take her down to 80. Going to light up Watchtower number 4. Put that one up there. Get rid of that one. 4 Watchtowers to 1. Thraxus turret. Scold. Let's give Samurai a absorption. M7 Lithium is going to take down a wall and put out a Strawman. All in one shot. Double shot with the Lithium. Nice play, Samurai. One block to 0. Dominari, no gold bar. And let's rebuild wall number 2. And that is the end of round 5. We got Dragon Storms coming up. Before we do that, let's give a blessing to Valar. Let's give a blessing to Flyrod. Halo number 5 to JJ. Halo to Busy. DZ 25-25. Kel in the O-Zone. Let's give Kel 100 points for Siege. Jim in their Rover. Let's give Jim 100 points for Siege. Strawman, we're going to double him up. And let me go back. I'm going to put this flame back because the Lithium should not have taken out flame number 2. Should have taken out flame number 3. We'll double check that. Yep. We went down to 1. Shaman relit 2. And then Samurai put out the third, not the second one. Okay? So that one goes away. We got 2 lit. And they do get double straw man points for that, but it's only 20. So they got 10 points in straw man. We double it up this round, makes it 20-0. I was looking like it was going to be a lot for a minute, but MIR turning the tide there. All right, we got to go to Dragonstorm. First time it's come up in a while, but why not in a tournament match? Negative Dragonstorm in effect. This is going to be a negative roll. Prepare accordingly. It's going to be tougher to enrage. Same rules apply, but it's going to be a negative 1. Negative 1 hinder on everybody's attacks. You can still rage, be tormented, all the above, but you will have a negative 1 modifier to everybody. Person, place, or thing. Busy Bee, negative 2 because you were hindered. And negative 1 from Dragonstorm, 20-second timer, Busy. Busy beats the timer. Blue Spark, Gold Kang to her boss. Gold Kang could be worth 55. Busy Bee. She's moving in range. Whew. I don't know why Pope is on the map there. Should not be. Well, it's not quite as painful, I guess, as it would have been with the Dragonstorm, but still big attack, B-Dub. T10 Oracle loaded. Pershing. Going to put Torment on B-Dub. Now, question is, how much wall is there? Two full blocks. T10 Pershing. And putting a Torment Smoke on B-Dub. So looking like a T11 -2 H9. B-Dub hits or wait? All right, we're going to wait on it. Double Mythic Sonars. Let's get that 40% nerf. It is an Oracle. Is playing a Storm ability. and the Pershing. It's going to make it an S6. S6 Carnage with Mass Destruction. Oh my. This is down to the wire. It is 2 full red blocks. That was as timely as you can get. Red block. 90% of a red block. 10 red remaining. Ouch. 10 red, Busy. So close. Oh, no. No. Valar bringing in Talio. All right, well, that'll do it. Intalio does add to the rage, does complete the attack, and does give Busy a gold bar. I forgot about that. I thought that was going to go through. Sonars were perfectly played, and Talio boosted it over the top. Both teams with a fresh set of blocks. That's the second big play for Italio tonight. All right, let's go over to the champ from the temple who's tormented and in the temple. 20-second timer fly. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Put torment on Julia. Doing the straw man. Gonna put Max Spark on Julia. All right. Dune will hit. Shatter will hit. And then Snowstorm will hit. Gemstone. Hits or wait. That is correct. Flyrod cannot play Torment. He is under the effect. That is correct. So cannot Torment Julia. Mind Trip was played on him. All right, grenade hits. Dune hits a straw man. Puts it out. Now, double mythic sonars are fine. But this is where knowing the progression really pays off. The first thing that happens is these shatter. So the shatter is going to take that block down to 75 black. Would be no effect from the snowstorm. But double mythic sonars are going to nerf that weak attack by another 40%. So snowstorm is going to turn into a navy, which is going to hit for another 15%. It's going to take it down to 60. Shatters and abilities happen first. We go from Fly Rod over to Gemstone, who is under the effect of Torment. 20 seconds. Timer's up. Nerf timer incoming. Beats the nerf timer. Going to Talon Busy to the DZ. Going to put Torment on Kel. Kel's in the O-zone. Going to move in range. Monster loader from Patton with Shatter. Same thing, going to shatter that black block down to 75. Monster loaded from Patton. No nerf on the grenade from the launcher. But remember, everybody's under -1 hinder. But the grenade does hit in full force. Going to take you from 75% black. Down to 25% black. 3/4 of a black block between the shatter and the grenade. All right, let's go from Gemstone over to B-Dub. 20-second timer. B-Dub is tormented as well. Got B-Dub, Julia, and Kel. Beats the timer. B-Dub moving up to the O-zone. Up there with Riley. Finds to Sheila, red orbital to the wall. Possible 17. Monster loaded to the wall with Shatter. Bind's going to take Sheila down to 70. Jim does a hit. Monster loaded with Shatter. Does hit. Shatter that block. And it will hit with the grenade. Again, the Torments are a killer this round. Finish off the black. Get down into the green. 80% of a green block. Slow sailing this round. Actually, B-Dub, let me go back to that. B-Dub has a... Nope, it doesn't matter. Sorry. B-Dub had a +3 and a -3. I did it right. She got no rage on it. Because she had the Thraxus put on her. She got the hinder from the negative Dragon Storm and the -2. All right, let's go from B-Dub over to Julia. Julia is not enraged. 20 seconds. All right, Julia going to play Jin Shi. Give a -1 to the rest of MIR across the board. Going to Kimuri to the Ozone. Up there with Kel and Sheila. Gold Primus. Torment JJ. JJ is going to Phantom Cape the Torment. F4 Snowstorm to the wall. Does hit. Won't have any effect because there's already damage to that wall. But Storm. So we got a -1 hinder from the Dragon Storm. It's going to take her down to an E3 Snowstorm. We finally got a little bit of a hit. A little bit of rage on it. But not as much as you'd think at this point. 25% of a black block remaining. Finishing off the black is the Snowstorms, 280 grenade. After the mass destruction, you get a green block to go with it. 25% of a black and a full green block. All right, Kel, you were tormented, and you got a lot of buffs on you. Let's go over to you, 20 seconds. From the Ozone. And to quote the great Trigger, hell of a match so far. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Does not beat the timer. Does beat the timer. She got it. I'll give her both. Going to move in range of her wall. Jinshi. That'll affect Valar and Shaman. Valar does have a +1 waiting with Thraxus, though. Going to use Sirs and Thrill. Going to drop all of her negative conditions off. So the Revolt is off. Playing Thrill. She's got a -1 hinder, but she's going to get the Rampage and the Monster. After Mass Destruction. But we do have the -2 hinder. So that's going to eat up her Thrill and also the Rampage. But the Monster with the Mass Destruction finishing off the green block. Walls are even. Craziness. This point in the game, walls are still even. They're playing toe-to-toe. All right, Valar. You got 20 seconds. You got a +3 and a -2. Possibly. 20 seconds. All right, and the reason I said possibly is because as long as she's in the temple, she doesn't get any of it. Blaze to Strawman. Fear to Fly Rod. Flame Grenade to Strawman. Does hit. All right, let's Fear Fly Rod out of the temple. Let's light Strawman number 2. Let's light Strawman number 3. Let's get rid of her absorption. And we'll go over to the captain, JJ, 20 seconds. We got JJ, Shaman, and Samurai in a very, very difficult Dragon Storm. JJ, Skull to Valar. Max Spark to Julia. Keep her in the ozone. E1 Vapor to the Watchtower. Jim does a hit. Scold and a Vapor. Does hit. Scold going to give JJ absorption. Scold is going to light Strawman. I'm sorry, Watchtower number 5. Vapor. Watchtower number 6. 6 Watchtowers to 1. Skull's going to take Valar down to 90%. The Hinder and the Dragon Storm don't matter because with Watchtowers, she met the condition of the grenade, so it does hit. All right, let's go over to Shaman. Shaman is dusted and has Vine Smoke. 20-second Shaman. Beats the timer. Gonna go Mythic Kang to Main Street. Possible 63 for the Shaman. Gonna get in the turret. Give her an extra +2 rage for this round. Gonna go Seal and Thrill. T10 Grizzly to the wall with Rampage. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 B-Dub. But it does have Dust Smoke. S14 Grizzly with the Dust. And it hits. All right, we'll nerf the attack. By 25%. So we're going to take that Grizzly down to a Lithium. S9 Lithium Grenade equivalent. Probably the best grenade hit we've had, even with the Dust Smoke. Been a tough night for the grenade team. Green block. Blue block. 25% of our blue block. 75 blue remaining. All right, over to Samurai. Final turn of the Dragon Storm Samurai. Samurai beats the timer, going to go Gold Gideon. They really are going to Gold Spark Julia. You do. That's 3 max sparks, but one of them was prior to your turn. So one slowed you and one stopped you. Super Thrill, H9 with Shatter. The most important part of that is the Shatter because the rest of it is going to be stopped by the tank prevention. We do take it down to 75 green. You are still in the ozone. And that is the end of round number 6. Captains, give me your final 4. Valar with a blessing. JJ, Halo number 6. Busy number 2. DZ 2525. I've got a Occupy for B-Dub, 150 points. Occupy for Julia, 150 points. Stealth Bomber's going to unlock for Team MIR. MPC, Kel, B-Dub, and JJ. Nice job tonight, Fly. Good job as usual, Samurai. Samurai with a Ace Award for the turret. Give her 25. Villar using Dominari. No Ace Award for Samurai. Dow, Jim, Villar. Dow, Jim, Julia, and Villar. I heard there were going to be some pretty strong items next Friday at Black Friday. Just buckle up. Might be worth the wait. Nope, I do not have Sheila for Ace. Do you have Sheila for Ace? Then next time, tell her to type getting a turret on her first move. And then she'll get the Ace. No, she didn't. Go scroll up and read it. And I actually said, when I read her move, I said no movement at the end of her turn. All right, moving on. So the lineups are Dow, MPC, Jim, B-Dub. Bonnie messed me up. The way she typed it. MPC, B-Dub, Kel, and JJ. All right, so it's Dow, MPC, Jim, B-Dub, Julia, Kel, Valar, and JJ. All right, so start of the turn. Busy Bee, we're going to cap your boss. I think that moves us up to 5 flags. I got a 55 and a 63. For 118. And Dow, 20-second timer to you. Timer's up. At 20% to Julia's PCP. Stones have nothing to do with rocket launchers, by the way. They have to do with trigger pets. 10, 11, 12, 13. B-Dub from Patton makes it a 14 Goliath. Kel's going to intervene it. All right, let's go over to MPC from the tank zone. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Move to the temple. Super Thrill Monster loaded. Faust to JJ. Give a 10% bonus to JJ. And Cannon Rage. She is correct. So it's just going to be a monster loaded from the temple. That's a tough one. It's kind of tricky. All right, monster loaded after mass destruction. Let's take down the rest of that green block, 75%. Let's go over to gemstone from the no zone. 20-second timer. Before we start, Gem is going to not cap. It's not her boss. 20-second timer. Be double cap, and Julia will cap this round. Beats the timer. Gold Faust. Max Seal to Valar. Blue Spark, H9 Monster with Storm. See if it's going to hit. A lot of grenade there. B-Dub says wait. MPC. Going to prevent it. And let's go over to B-Dub. B-Dub is going to cap boss number 3. Let's give B-Dub a 20-second timer. Timer's up. B-Dub up in the O-zone. Beats the timer. All right. Stasis to Julia. Move to the temple steps. Super Thrill. S8 Goliath from Patent Loaded. Gold Blue from Jim. Final blue of the game. Gold Blue will take Bonnie down to 80%. And then there were 4. Julia will cap. That'll be boss number 6. Maximum you can get. 20-second timer. We got Julia, Kel, Valar, and JJ. Did not beat the timer. Nerf timer incoming. All right, so there's a challenge in the number of blues being used. I had one still on the board, so hold up. We'll check. I will take your word for it. I'm still looking for the last one. I've got Dow's, I got Jim's, and I'm still looking for. I'm sorry, I got Dow's and Julia's. I'm still looking for Jim's. 1 second. Hold on. I've got screenshots, but I don't have it. So hold on. I'm just checking one more thing. All right, I got it. It was on the Trixies. So they are correct. One was to stop the Trixie on JJ's attack. So Stasis, Super Thrill, S8 Goliath from Patton. Team Arc, you do not have a blue. Is there anything else that you can or wish to play? All right, it hits. So B-Dub moving to the steps. 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, Goliath. Now we got a real grenade attack. Blue block, blue block, blue block. 10% of a red block. 90 red remaining. Julia, are you going to stay with your move? All right, Gideon for MIR. B-Dub with a big prevention, shutting it all down. Yes, what is the challenge? That is correct. B-Dub, you cannot stop it with a player prevention. She has Cube of Clarity for the second half of the game. So it does hit. S8 Grizzly to the wall with Shatter. Shatter will take you to 50 blue. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Back to back, big attacks. Finishing off the blue, red, and 15% red, 85 red remaining. Walls going back and forth. All right, Kel, now over to you. 20 seconds. Temple Steps. Stasis to Valar. Monster loaded, Super Thrill. Launcher. 4, 5, 6. With Ignite. Jim, S6 Monster loaded. Intervene. All right, and Valar, over to you with your newly found stasis. 20-second timer, Valar. Nerf timer. Second Nerf timer. Red Primus, Blackout Wand. No DZ points. All right, Tar Trap Bonnie. Super Thrill. Gavel, they're going to shatter. $60 red. 2.6. B-Dub, before you do that, I'm going to clarify. You can still prevent if you want, but she can play all of that stuff, but she can't get credit for any of the rage. So yes, you do play a Blue Spark, you do play a Super Thrill, but it is going to be a gavel. No rage because she's in the temple. Let me know if it still hits. I mean, if it's still prevented, sorry. Let me know if it's still prevented. Okay. Primus, Blackout Wand, going to Tar Trap Bonnie, going to use a Super Thrill Blue Spark, but doesn't matter, still going to be a gavel, and they're going to use the prevention on it. And final move is going to be JJ, 20-second timer. I guess that was the last attack. You're gonna stop it anyway. I don't know why. I didn't even need to wait on it. Like, do you still want to prevent it? Yes. Okay. JJ, get in that stealth bomber. JJ with the Top Gun award. Move into range. She's out of the DZ. Gemstone, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Double. S30. Does it hit? I'm waiting. This is like the most drama we've had all night. It hits! Oh my God! S30! S30 Grizzly, highest grenade in the history of Play Dead Live, wrecking that wall. Give them the red orb. Give her the gold bar. And give her an S30. That's a 300-point round. That's 4 red blocks, a gold bar. That's 300 points in one shot. Wow. 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 It might have just gotten interesting. All right, let's rebuild it. Did MIR come back on the final move of the game? Woo! All right. Let's give Valar a blessing. Let's give MPC a blessing. No one with an orb. Blackout 1. DZ is 0-0. Strawman 20-0. Sorry. 15-0. 15-0. All right, let's count down these blessings. One, two, three, four, five, six. Not quite down in the red. That could be costly. Let's go to the other side. I got 5. It worked out a little better for Arc because they did get down in the red, and they're going to make the walls a little bit closer. We'll take down those 3. Four, 5. Walls are, they're on the same wall, but MIR with the wall advantage. All right, MIR, I've got you guys at 6 watchtowers. Double check that. And we will get you guys a winner. I got a little bit of math to do here after we calculate the PCP points. We'll see where we're at. Both teams, heck of a game. Congratulate each other for a very, very well-played game. You guys were awesome. Certainly, I had some hiccups tonight, but thanks to you guys for keeping me straight. Let's figure out who took it home. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. We got a little bit of back and forth and how it all worked out at the very end. Great job. Like Dime said as a fan, she's like, just wow. And if you haven't played Play Dead Live and you get in one of these games, it's very mentally intense. You go back and forth. You're making mistakes. You're trying to figure out on the fly. And then you just get to the math. It's like, it's exhilarating. You know, you have this awesome experience. And you guys were great tonight. So let me start out with flags. Flags, Arc, you know, you're gonna come in. They're gonna have a strong flag game, and they doubled it up tonight. Switched up their legendaries. Arc able to get 6 flags. It's 1,050. MIR able to cap their 3 on the other side. 400, pretty big advantage there for Arc. That's about a 450 point lead out of the gates. Flags not as big as they used to be though. You can give up a few flags. Question is how many. Go over to the walls. MIR, strong wall statement, especially there at the end. MIR able to get down 2 walls and to start on the other one. Not quite getting into the red where they wanted there, but still 700 points in wall damage for MIR. 615 for Arc. They did just enough to get that wall down and get that carryover. Those extra couple blocks are always big. 615 points. So MIR chipping away right there in that 450 point lead. Now it's about 300. Strawman. MIR got out like crazy in the Strawman. They backed off a little bit, gave it up. MIR got 30 points in Strawman. Arc with 80. It's about a 50 point advantage to Arc. This was a pretty big shift, and it had to do with the Kangs. Not only did Arc get the bosses out, they got the Kangs. 307 points for Arc, 189 for MIR. So big Kang advantage difference between the two teams. MIR just didn't have enough bosses out to keep getting the Kangs out. And they had the renders. They had to sacrifice some, right? So big strategy there. Watchtowers, as JJ said, Hendricks had the night off. Well, MIR typically gets those extra points. Normally they get 325. Tonight, only 150. So 150 points in the Watchtowers, but Arc only 125. So MIR gained an advantage there. DZ points. MIR, 175. Arc, 100. So now you got MIR making up some of that ground, right? They made up some of that ground from the Kangs. Still down from the initial flags, but will they be able to make it up? Mission bonus, MIR 50 points. Arc nothing. Timers. 280 for MIR, 260 for Arc. MIR missed 2 timers, Arc missed 4. This might not sound like much, but it was a nice little boost. JJ, 20 points with the Faust. MIR played double Faust on Julia, and with JJ, they got the DZ points, they got the wave, they got the gold bar. So when you add those percentages for JJ adding 20 bonus points. One second. $23 bonus points. 23 bonus points. She got the Top Gun. She got the gold bar. She got the wave and got 100 points in PCP DZ. Go to the other side, and Julia got 88. Now this was huge because Julia got 150, plus she got the tire. But she got 50% because the higher value Faust that were played on her. So then we go to the PCP points. Now at that point, we've got MIR at 2447, Arc 2775. So how's MIR going to make up that difference of about 300 points? Well, we start with the PCP. Now, Faust doesn't count as PCP. So we got a gold bar for MIR, cannonball, tire, wave, Top Gun, and PCP DZ. 275 points. Let's go over to Arc. Arc, Gold Bar, Cannonball Tire, and 50 points for Busy Bee in the PCP DZ. So 150. So MIR just chipped 125. Get to the extras. Did they have enough? Well, Arc played some Mythic Gideons early. -28, -28, and then a -20. MIR had a Dark Boss, a Red Orbital, and an Elmo, giving MIR no positive points, giving them a -24 in extras. Go over to Arc. They had 2 Gold Gideons against them, -48. They had a Dark Boss for them and 4 Elmos, giving them a +17. So the extras really came down at the end. Overall, still a pretty close game considering all the things that happened. But Arc tonight, 29-42. MIR, 26-98. So a couple hundred points there difference between MIR and Arc. A lot of flags, a lot of different ways to do it. There were a couple things that both teams were really close on, but just a couple of misses. So I've got 29-42 to 26-98. Arc winning a close one at home. So great job, everybody. Awesome game, good strategy. I'll take a little break tomorrow, and I'll see all of you guys Wednesday night. Have a good one, everybody. Talk to you soon. Peace.